This is the premium American T-29 heavy tank, and there are two things you need to know about it. One, it's really good, and two, it's on sale right now. I know a lot of people watching this are probably thinking, but why should I bother with this when there are so many other US heavies at a similar BR, especially the almost identical T-34 in the tech tree? So I want to explain in depth the multiple things that the T-29 has going for it over the tech tree tanks. Yes, the T-29 is great for grinding the US tree up to rank 5, and in my opinion it's definitely the most fun choice to do so, but it won't get you any higher. So for RP it's not the best long-term choice. However, it is an extremely strong SL grinder, since it's not only a breeze to play, but it also has a massive SL modifier, higher than any of the top tier premiums even. For me, as a somewhat decent player, games earning in excess of 100,000 SL are common, and games earning in excess of 150,000 SL happen with moderate frequency. Before I talk about this, I want to clarify that this is all assuming you've aced the crew, which isn't a particularly bold assumption since it's a pack premium and comes with enough GE to do so. This is where I believe the T-29 becomes substantially better than the T-34, which has two fairly frustrating things limiting it. It has the dreaded combination of solid shot and a horrible reload rate. Having a bad reload rate is pretty terrible for fairly obvious reasons. You'll be forced to spend a lot of time waiting around and not getting any kills. And if you see someone out in the open and you don't get the first shot in, you're probably finished. And the solid shot serves to exacerbate these issues, since one shot potential is reduced. So you're not only a massive assist mobile, but you need to be hyper conscious of where you're shooting, lest you find yourself in the terrible situation of being out in the open, seeing someone first, even getting the first shot in, killing major crew or modules, and then dying anyway because he got his gunner back before you could ever reload. Also, getting your shot snatched because of volumetric is simultaneously especially infuriating and fairly common in the T-34. By contrast, the T-29 has an immense 177 grams of HE filler, which is literally infinitely more than the T-34. It has 253mm of pin with the APHE, which is admittedly less than the T-34, but you can carry a little bit of APCR to supplement this. King Tigers, Jagd Panthers, Elephants/Ferdinands, the IS-2 and 3, they're all pretty easy to kill. Panthers and Tigers, while somewhat uncommon, are laughable. Even the Mouse is pretty easy to take down. 1-2 the turret cheeks and he's finished. The only things you'll fight regularly that are really challenging to kill are the IS-4 and the Jagd Tiger, both of which have fairly reliable methods to kill them frontally. You'll just need to disable them first. Honestly, the reload is meh. It's 12.5 seconds aced, equal to the Super Pershing, which is to say you're not beating long 88s unless their loader is down, but you're way better than the 122. US 7.0 was not really a lineup that I played much when initially grinding through the tree. The M46 and T92, which I've now come to realize are pretty great tanks, were not very appealing to me, because I was pretty bad at the game back then, and I didn't understand how to play anything that didn't have a lot of armor. I mean, I was pretty stoked to play the T95 because I thought, what could get more armor than that? This was until I realized being a mobile bunker isn't all it's cracked up to be, because 1, you have roughly the mobility of a normal bunker, 2, your armor is useless because of heat, and 3, even if you get down tiered on a small map, some guy will just shoot your cupola. Therefore, I gave up on US 7.0. However, the T-29 has allowed me to see the light, and now I actually enjoy playing US 7.0, especially the M46. That thing is pretty damn good when you're not trying to play it like the T-2065. Granted, you really don't want to play the T-29 in a full up tier with things like the STRV-103 on the prowl, but that's where the other 7.0s come in clutch. Now I'll talk about all the other non-unique things it has going for it in case you're genuinely interested. Survivability is a mixed bag. Its ammo layout looks like this, but it does have 6 crew, which means you can lose 2 guys and still run on maximum efficiency. The downside to this is that you can have 3 guys and will still have a reduced reload rate because there's 2 loaders. Armor is above average. The hull is fine against things like the T-44 or Tiger 1, but becomes pretty apathetic against the Long 88 or 122. The turret kind of works like the Tiger 2H, but with way more volumetric crap and better side protection, so it's best to bait a shot there. People are often drawn to go for a cupola when it's peeking over hills, but this rarely works out for them, so you should try to seize the opportunity. However, it lacks the extra troll plate on the back, so you can't try to catch shots there. You'll have to immediately react if you see someone behind. Mobility is honestly not good, but compared to the German teams you'll be fighting, it's workable. And also, it has 3 50 cals. Firepower, 8.5 out of 10. Armor, 7 out of 10. Mobility/flank potential, 4.5 out of 10. Up-tier usability, 2.5 out of 10. Value, granted it's on sale, 8 out of 10. American, 10 out of 10. And overall, 8 out of 10. Recommended for anyone who needs SL, anyone who wants to actually have fun while grinding the US, anyone who wants to void excrement on all the tanks that crapped on them while they were in the 75 Jumbo. Not recommended for anyone who already has the US tree and doesn't like heavies, or people whose accounts are cursed and they always get up tiers.